and what is forever going to change his perception in all of hip-hop and not just on the side that already hated him. All comes from the moment that when asked to talk about Doochei on one of his awful streams, Adin went viral for crashing out and sang this.
I've been streaming for like a long time.
Whose favorite people are Adin, Ross, Drake, and that set of brothers that Adin sniffed one of their chairs actually. For the rest of everybody who's definitely checked into reality. Everyone saw this clip and just wrote off academics because that's all he does. And then with the animosity that we hear in his voice, which is so personal. I mean, overall, Adin is pushing all of the narratives that have tried to be used by Team Drake to go against Kendrick, and then of course try to trick these people who are not rap fans but Drake stans.
Yo, what's going on YouTube? What's going on? We're back with another banger. Yes sir, today's video we got how stupid streamers are ruining hip-hop. Now, if you're new here, don't forget that big red subscribe button and that like button. We're on the road to 800 subscribers. The more of you guys hit that subscribe button, the closer we get to hitting 800. Costs you $0, so I don't want to hear it. Come join the family. Now, that being said, let's get into this video of what Fantastic Hip Hop is about to say and explain on why he feels streamers are ruining the hip hop game. Also, down below in the comments, do you guys feel the same way, that streamers are ruining the hip hop game, or they're bringing more people to the rap game? You guys let me know.
Now, before we get into packing out one of the most annoying and insufferable people out there today, be sure to leave a like before we even start this to let me know that you don't like Adin Ross and are just as tired of him as I am. And now, with that said, when it comes to Adin Ross, right now with the streaming world's least favorite chair sniffer and generational grifter, Adin really went so far that all of hip-hop is stepping in and collectively doing the work to make sure that this vulture can never speak this loud on the genre again. And now with this,
what do you say?
There is no longer anywhere to hide for.
They said these internet guys are really going far. It's a difference between entertainment and being disrespectful. I understand it's certain people's brands to say the things they say, but it's going to go somewhere else. Eventually everyone will see each other. No threats. Let's just keep it cool and respectful. Straight up. Now, one thing about Adin Ross, we all know Adin Ross is a die-hard Drake fan. He's by Drake's side no matter what. The nigga's streaming with Drake. You feel me? So yes, he's going to say a bunch of shit and diss Kendrick Lamar. Why? Because Drake is sitting right next to him and he's damn near practically best friends with this nigga. You feel me? So yes, he's going to talk shit. But other people in the industry are saying, hey nigga, remember, we all will be in the same room one of these days. You feel me? So watch what comes out your mouth, because you're not ready for those repercussions, gang. You feel me? And that's what this nigga TDE Punch is saying. Y'all better watch out. There's no threats. But remember, we all will be in the same room one of these days. You feel me?
Adin Ross, because with the entire world of hip-hop staring him down, when you really start to see what's going on and what the grift is, you will see just how terrible this guy is for hip-hop and how he has been a part of a targeted effort to try and sabotage and ruin the name and reputation of Doochei. And now, before we go any further into all of this, if you haven't already, be sure to leave a like and subscribe while you're at it so everyone can see why Adin Ross is one of the worst things that has ever happened.
They're bringing Doochei back up in a situation again. What do they have to say about Doochei, bro? I get Doochei has a lot of hate as well surrounding her, of people saying she can't really rap or make music, that she's a industry plant, you know, all this type of shit, bro. But just y'all gotta leave it alone, my nigga.
Happened to rap music and why his career is about to go up when all of this is exposed. And so now, with that said, when it comes to Adin Ross and the controversy he is in, well, every single problem he just created and what is forever going to change his perception in all of hip-hop and not just on the side that already hated him, all comes from the moment that when asked to talk about Doochei on one of his awful streams, Adin went viral for crashing out and sang this.
I've been streaming for like a long time now. Doochei, the umbrella clip me off. What an entitled, unintelligent piece of shit he is, bro. She deserves, bro. I'm not joking, bro. Stop listening to her music. Cardi and Abel, why would you give her a feature on a remix? You shouldn't have cleared it. She's just the worst. She's a piece of shit. She stole someone like that I used to know. She makes no good music. She's horrible. Jake Future.
So Adin Ross just said she stole someone else's music that he used to know. You guys let me know down below in the comments. Has Doochei ever been exposed for stealing someone else's music? Y'all let me know down below in the comments. Or is this nigga Adin Ross talking out his ass and is just hating? You feel me? Y'all let me know.
Dude, what's up, my dog? Doochei, okay? She has zero talent.
And I mean, when you watch this crash out, with Adin's specific words, what an entitled, unintelligent piece of she is, and with him also saying she has zero talent literally being heard everywhere. Well, first off, I think Adin needs to look in the mirror, because it really sounds like he is describing himself here when he is saying that somebody is entitled, unintelligent, and a piece of something. And while it's one thing to say that you don't like somebody as an artist or for whatever thing that they do professionally is, and really in Adin,
it is one thing to say you don't like an artist and what they do. But it's another thing to go this far and that in depth of being disrespectful on the internet because you're behind the screen. You feel me? If Doochei was standing in front of you with all her people, you would not be talking like that. You feel me? Straight up, my nigga. We all know this. Adin Ross would not be talking like that, gang. Just like what's his name said. Y'all all gonna be in the same room one day. You feel me? Because this nigga Adin Ross do got money. You feel me? So they all are going to be in the same room one day. So you need to watch your mouth. You feel me?
In this case, even if it was harsh, he could have said that he didn't like her music, because although it just would have ended up being another trash hip-hop take that he made, I mean, we are allowed to critique and criticize things, but obviously with what Adin said, it just goes beyond all that. Because when you hear the hate...
I'm not saying that you can't give your opinion. My nigga, if you want to give your opinion, just like he did. You feel me? But... just know when you do give your opinion and what you say, there is consequences and repercussions behind what you say. So you got to be smart about it. You feel me? If you didn't like her music, you could have just said publicly live, I don't fuck with Doochei and I don't like her music. Simple as that. That's all you had to say, but you had to go into detail and get more disrespectful. So yeah, my nigga, you don't think like when her people see you, they not going to come press you? You feel me? They're not going to press the issue?
Hatred and almost disgust that's in his voice when he is talking about Doochei. And even with how bad the words we hear him used were, it sounds like he wanted to say some other stuff too, which would even be more off-putting and would have definitely caused him to be canceled forever. Altogether, 100%. With how personal and below the belt these insults go, with the names that Adin is calling Doochei, or any other person for that matter, he crosses a line and does it bad, because this is not music criticism or any sort of critique of art or her as a rapper. And it's just something so beyond that, because really with what he said, you would think that Doochei would have done something horrible to him, because regular people don't talk this bad about somebody without a purpose and without actually
100%.
Having any sort of real animosity between them. And with
100%.
Of course, everybody saw this clip as it went absolutely viral, because aside from the weird group of grifter-loving individuals whose favorite people are Adin Ross, Drake, and that set of brothers that Adin sniffed one of their chairs actually, for the rest of everybody who's definitely checked into reality, everyone saw this clip and just wrote off Adin Ross more than they ever have, because you can just see with this so clearly, and really more than ever, that somebody has never belonged further away from having the ability to speak.
Yeah, I mean, calling someone intelligent is kind of fucking insane. You feel me? When you guys are in two different positions. You feel me? She's becoming a rap superstar and you're known as a streamer. You feel me? That has been streaming with a lot of artists. You guys are in two different brackets, two different lanes, two different areas in general. You feel me? So yes, you can give your opinion, but calling someone intelligent and getting that disrespectful, like I'm saying, is you watch what you say.
Speak about hip-hop, because if you have any respect
Not only
for
that,
rap music,
you got a
you
name
just
to
wouldn't
uphold
say
your
that she
damn
has zero
self.
talent, and
You
you
feel
would
me?
never use that
It's
tone
not
and
good
words that
marketing,
Adin did
publicity
right
for
here.
yourself.
But really right now, with all the outrage, while everybody is busy yelling at Adin and trying to just push him further and further away from hip-hop culture, what a lot of people are missing is that when you think about all of this and think about the tone and demeanor that Adin used here, if you think beyond the surface and remember who this guy really is, and specifically what I mean by that, who he literally was on the phone with the night before this happened on his stream. Well, really, just like all of these grifting streamers who are just the worst thing that we have in the content space today, no matter where you try to go, all roads lead back to one person who is the root of why they are the way they are, unfortunately, and why they have this disdain for actual hip-hop culture and artistry. And it's not just that Adin's a clown and that's that, but it's that beyond that clown that we all see, there is somebody who is making him run the entire circus, and that is none other than Drake. And as we know, Drake and Adin are good
100%.
friends, and Drake wishes him happy birthdays publicly because he likes him so much, and Drake thinks that that's a normal and cool thing to do at this point where he's at. And of course, these two have done multiple streams together where we have seen
So like I said, they're close. If this nigga Drake is posting Adin Ross on his story wishing this nigga a happy birthday, they are close. So it doesn't seem that far off that this nigga is gonna hate everyone that this nigga hates. You feel me? Like, come on.
them buddy, and they really do seem to talk pretty often because they're always appearing on one another's things. I mean, when you look at it like that, of course Adin is not gonna like somebody who was winning so much during the time where Drake said that rap was in a weird NBA season directly to him when they were on stream for the Drizmas event. And then beyond just winning, when Drake was saying that rap was weird and it was ruined from Kendrick Lamar, and really that's still what they're saying, and that's still why they're doing this. Speaking of Kendrick Lamar, as Doochei is signed to none other than Top Dog Entertainment, which is of course where Kendrick and even SZA are from.
Now do you guys see this all making sense? Doochei signed under Kendrick, and Kendrick's in a beef with Drake. Drake's best friend is Adin Ross. Do you guys now see this? Come on now.
Adin Ross, academics, to XQC, to all of these other clowns who love these people, who grift hip-hop culture and look up to Drake like he is Tupac. The disgust they have for Doochei is a direct result of that. And really, if Doochei was not signed to the label that Kendrick Lamar is from, and that is winning the entire music industry over right now with everything they are doing, and it's not stopping anytime soon, clearly. I mean, if that wasn't the case, you wouldn't see all these pages and people who conveniently have ties to Drake and who have supported him no matter what and are really gonna go down with him if that has to happen. Go after this new artist who is becoming a star and who is winning and having a bigger rise than ever with the help of the label that also helped Kendrick, SZA, and her all get to the point where they are at this very moment. And with Adin Ross, this is what's so weird about this all, because really with these thoughts about Doochei, Drake and him must have had a lot of conversations behind the scenes, and Drake really must feel
Exactly. They've been talking hella behind the scenes about everybody. So that's why this nigga knows so much and why he's gonna diss people that Drake does not like. They're all friends, bro. Come on now.
away and be bothered about her, because between both the talking points that Adin Ross is using to discredit her, which we could say have came from somebody like academics because that's all he does, and then with the animosity that we hear in his voice, which is so personal. I mean, overall, Adin is pushing all of the narratives that have tried to be used by Team Drake to go against Kendrick, and then of course try to trick these people who are not rap fans but Drake stans into believing that Kendrick Lamar is the worst thing ever that's happened to hip-hop and that Drake is the hero. And I mean, when it comes to this effort and campaign that has been designed by what I am gonna call Drake's Legion,
it seems like they all got a plan to try to help Drake diss Kendrick Lamar, but the shit is not working. Y'all been doing this for so long, my nigga. It's obviously not working, gang. Drake was just saying he was about to go back in the house. What the fuck happened to that? You feel me? What happened to that, gang? Why is this nigga still outside? Leave it alone. I get it's not coming from Drake himself. Shut the fuck up. It's his friends, so Drake is still supporting it. Either way it goes. If he wasn't supporting it, then he would be telling these niggas, chill out, bro, chill out. Like, I'm not even on that no more. You feel me? But he's clearly supporting it. This nigga said it himself. He's dissed Kendrick himself. So, yes, he's going to support it when his friends say it. Gang, it's not that hard. You feel me? It is not that hard, bro.
Of lame to try and make sure that Kendrick Lamar and his side of hip-hop does not gain any more wins and break out any more stars. This is where the entire narrative of Doochei being an industry plan came from, because first of all, in the entire music industry, not just has there been so many actual industry plans who have come out recently, who Drake has collabed with even and hyped up himself, and who Adin has even streamed or collabed with in some way on his own, and beyond just that, who nobody else ever said anything about because they never noticed or thought this because Academics TV was not yelling at them every day in their face about it. But with Doochei, if we actually want to look at her career, she had a platinum record in 2022 and was big then and already did a tour opening up for Doja Cat way before all of this stuff, and when she was was just a rising star with a few big records. And back then, before she was connected to Kendrick Lamar and this beef happened, nobody ever said a thing about her. But now, because she is signed to Top Dog Entertainment, and we are in an era where anyone close to them and Kendrick will get hated on because this other side of hip-hop and people have nothing else to try and take down these artists with other than just ridiculous campaigns that are
Exactly. He said that shit perfectly, bro. Perfectly.
Geared at the most random and obscure things they could possibly get at. I mean, with all of this, they have decided to try and label Doochei as an industry plant and ignore not just years.
It's like he said, bro, if you didn't like her, if Adin Ross didn't like her this whole time, then why didn't he diss her before when she wasn't signed to Kendrick Lamar? Why are you dissing her all of a sudden when you're hanging out with Drake and she's signed by Kendrick Lamar? Gang, come on. If y'all don't see this shit, I don't know what to tell you. You feel me? I don't know what to tell you at all.
And years of hard work, because even with her most recent hit, which Adin says he doesn't like, that song was made 5 years ago and just happened to blow up, so she put it out now. But even if we go back to 2024, if we look at what Doochei has done to get to this point, she has just put the work in to be on the verge of superstardom, because with her debut mixtape on TDE selling 11K first week, and now with it being one of the top 5 highest performing albums of this year, and it being one of the most streamed albums in rap period, and it has multiple massive songs that are still on the Billboard Hot 100 after all of this time. I mean, if you just look at where Doochei was at when her record dropped on TDE and where she is at now, she has only been able to make this record get Grammy-winning and high mainstream success with hard work that was done by delivering great performances, whether it was a Tiny Desk, a music festival like Camp Flog Gnaw, or something else, or it was just actually pushing and expanding the universe of what she built more and more by releasing great music videos to complete her.
Exactly. She kept evolving every fucking time. That's what rap is about, not staying in one place. You stay in one place, where do you expect to go? My nigga, she's seen her potential. She's seen one song, what one song would do, so she kept doing better, evolving her fucking music, evolving her music videos, just everything around. She just kept evolving to get better and better and better. And that's what a lot of niggas in this rap game are not doing anymore. Why? Because they were so stuck on the mumble rap and making the same type of songs over and over that these niggas forgot what rap really was. You feel me? Rap, hip hop and rap is not all mumble rap. Nigga, that's all the past 2-3 years have been strictly mumble rap and fucking making the same type of songs over and over with a different beat. You feel me? Like, come on.
Art like we saw with Denial is a Riff. And again, now while hip-hop has seen all of this hard work and it has led to Doochei getting cosigns from people like Tyler the Creator and Kendrick Lamar, who called her their favorite rappers and the hardest rapper out, and even beyond just them, legends like Lauryn Hill brought her out on stage. For these weirdos who don't like rap and just want to be these weird career-long grifters, chair sniffers, and whatever we even call Drake now, they won't acknowledge the actual work and story that has happened because they don't actually like reality and they only like making up their own narratives, and they're going to act like none of this ever happened because then it does not fit the narratives that they have been pushing to take this artist down simply because they don't like her because of her rise and who she stands in the way of, which is of course the guy that Adin makes the worst duo with in none other than Drake. Now with Adin doubling down on his comments about Doochei in another awful clip, I mean, with him trying to call out this video of her with the umbrellas at the Met Gala and say that he is doing this because he respects 9-to-5 workers, this is what it really takes to be the grifter that Adin is, because he is just deflecting to try and get people to think that he is right here and that he is standing with them, when in reality, while the Doochei clip with the umbrellas does not look the best, and I mean even everybody has already made fun of that, including Doochei herself. First off, the people who were helping Doochei were all from her team, and I am sure understand how to work with her, and with an event like this, judge somebody by just that would not be fair, especially when every other—
So what, they made fun of her, and she made fun of herself because her whole team put up umbrellas, so what, the rain couldn't touch her, or nobody could see her? Y'all let me know down below in the comments what that was about, but I don't understand that. What does that have to do with 9-to-5 workers? I don't understand. Y'all let me know down below in the comments.
other time we have seen Doochei, she has had the utmost
And
professionalism and really seems like a great person.
So
and even if this video was bad, Adin's
goes.
reaction still does not match up with what happened in the first place, and even with the grift he is trying to use to cover this all up, there is still something that is just so disturbing about these comments, which are going to be remembered by everyone who is rooting for hip-hop and Doochei, because she is more talented than not just somebody like Adin, but most new rappers, period. And so overall, what everyone needs to see is that all of this fake outrage over Doochei has been a planted lie to try and ruin one of the most exciting new artists that we have seen in hip-hop in quite a while. And now maybe for Adin, Drake, and the rest of these guys, if they were a little smarter, maybe this plan would work. But Adin just ruining his reputation to any remaining hip-hop heads with what he just did by going so overboard and showing that he is doing all of this to try and give the world more of this in terms of ever having any sort of merit or respect in hip-hop. Again, while those weird fans are always going to follow him, to actually be respected in this space that you keep trying to assert yourself as a voice in, that's all over. And for Adin Ross, just please never speak again on hip-hop, because I am sure, just like the rest of your friends, you should be paying attention more to the weird things that may be going on within your circle than what other artists are trying to do to make the craft that they are in better off in the long run. And so now with all this said, let me know, what do you think about the mess Adin Ross has created here? What do you think?
Yeah, man. What do y'all think that Adin Ross is doing right now, bro? Like I said, he's best friends with Drake, so he's gonna, anybody that's signed to Kendrick Lamar, he's going to diss, my nigga. You feel me? Especially that's doing better than Drake, 100% gonna diss, bro. Y'all let me know how y'all feeling about that down below in the comments. But me personally, I feel like Adin Ross shouldn't be giving those type of comments towards the rap game when he's not even in it. You're just friends with a nigga that's in the rap game, beefing with another nigga in the rap game that's currently doing at the tippy top. You feel me? So y'all let me know how y'all feeling down below in the comments. But I will catch y'all in tomorrow's video. Like, comment, subscribe. We're on the road to 800, and I will see y'all, man.